Okay, so here we go. So we need to display the XY coordinates of the badgers as they move across the screen. Once the X coordinate is less than 0, delete the badger from the list of bad guys. I provided the beginning of the code to help. Granted, it's not a lot, but it's enough. So I got my bad guys, I got my import random, and I got my while true. So what I need to do is for badger and bad guys, badger bracket 0 minus equals 7. And then I'm going to print the X location of badger is then I'm going to copy this. I'm going to make it the Y location. This should be 1. Now I can do this either, maybe if I put that after that. Let's see if that fixes my -6 problem. So in class answer second hour student, or no, second hour folders, in class answers. Okay, well, notice my 50 is staying the same, so that's good, and I'm subtracting 7 from 15, 8, 1, -6. Okay, this is working good. Then I go if badger bracket 0 is less than or equal to 0. Yes.
Should we put the if statement before the? Well, sorry. Shouldn't you okay? So you should change the value before you print it, I think, and then also.
Yeah, but if I do that, I'll get negatives.
No, but you also put the if before the print.
Yeah, maybe. Right now, this is just as I'm reading it, I'm coding. So I'm going, now I need to delete it. Okay, I'm going to delete it. And then you refine it by changing the order. If badger is less than or equal to 0, bad guys dot remove badger. 15, 8, 1. Oh, that did fix it. Cool. And then yeah, I can do this. I could put this up here, but I do kind of want to see the 15 because I want to know where it starts from. So if I put this up here, it starts at 8. It just starts displaying at 8, so it skips the actual spawn point of 15. Which is why I would do it after. Display, then move. Don't move and then display. So that's the first part. Right? Because now I get, Yeah, I wonder why I screwed that up over here. I wonder why I didn't see that. Okay. The next step is to add a timer that counts down every time the while loop iterates. And that every time the timer gets less than 0, append another badger to the bad guy list using random numbers from 10 to 600 for both X and Y coordinates. Continue to display the coordinates like you do above. Okay. Now the thing with bad timer, whatever this number is, that's how many iterations your while loop needs to happen before it spawns another bad guy. That being said, your computer typically goes through 30 iterations a second, give or take, depending on how complex and how many bad guys are on screen. That's why the more bad guys you have on screen, the glitchier your code. You guys remember that? How I showed you how everything slowed down? It's because as it's cycling through, it can only do that so fast. So bad timer is 10, so every 10 cycles. How would I get this to decrease every time it iterates through? Yep. So bad timer what?
Equals like a big number.
No. If I wanted to take $1 out of your wallet, and you had $10 in it, how would I do that? Josh?
Bad timer -1.
You could do bad timer -1, but I'm just gonna do minus equal 1. It's the same thing. So now this controls the rate of spawning.
Is that when we define it first?
I did define it up here
Oh, okay. So why is it
because that's the number I picked. So you can also change this to be a smaller number, also can control the rate of spawning. So it just depends. So now if bad timer is less than equal to 0, what do I want to do? What does the prompt say? So how would I append another badger to the bad guy list? Bad guys dot append. What do I put in here, Josh? Again, this goes back to the assignment you guys were working on the other day. How do I add a list to a list? How do I append a list to a list? I don't need to insert.
Just append, this one, like, well, not this one in this case, but like,
Yep, I could put a, so I need to append a list right here of 2 values, r.randint from, what is it, 10 to 600, and then I do the exact same thing, r.randint from 10 to 600. So now when I run this, okay.
I'm having an issue with the previous filter. When I get to if badger index 0 is like greater than, or sorry, less than or equal to 0. I'm having an issue with that where it says that it's not
You probably have bad guys. You probably have bad guys, not badger there.
I have badger.
Do you have for badger and bad guys?
Yes.
Hmm.
It's the same as your code.
If it doesn't work, then it's not the exact same as my code. There's something wrong with it. So, once we get our bad timer below 0, what do we want to have happen to that timer? If every time it gets to 0, we want a new guy to spawn, what do we need to do every time it gets less than 0? Ezra? We do, and we did that, yep. But if every time I count down from 10, I get to 0, and every time I hit 0, I give you guys a piece of candy, what do you want me to do once I hit 0? I heard 4 different answers, and I have no idea who said what or what it was. Catherine, what'd you say? Run it again. Peter, did you say something?
No, I said nothing.
Ezra, did you say something?
I said give us more.
Give us more, and how would I do that? No. I could give you more candy. Who else said something? Catherine was right. I need to start over. Because if I was going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, Sonny gets candy. What do you want me to do again? You want me to start over at 10. Because otherwise I'm going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10, negative 11, negative blah, 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 blah. Ad infinitum. So you have to tell me to start back over at 10 so that I'll hit 0 again and hand out another piece of candy. So what do we need to do here in this if statement? We just said it. Reset what?
If bad timer equals 0.
Set bad timer
equals
10,
You can just do bad timer is 10. So that will start. Were you close, Sonny? What was that? Oh, a sneeze. Okay. I thought you were like, yeah. So now every time it hits 0, it starts back over at 10 and it will continue to append a new guy. Just so you guys know, I added this time.sleep, which puts a second. Whenever this line of code gets ran, it pauses for 1 second. So it makes it easier to run. So it's, you have to import time.
Wait, that's so cool.
Yeah, and I don't know why it's not stopping. So that's it for basically the first and second section. We'll continue to work on this tomorrow, and then next week we will do. We'll actually get started on our game. So keep this for tomorrow. No homework for today, and enjoy your day.